It's fascinating how stories that once brought us comfort and magic can sometimes take on a very different life years later. The Harry Potter series, for millions of fans, isn't just about spells, wizards, or the fight between good and evil. It's also about the actors and the author who shape that world. And right now, the spotlight isn't on Hogwarts or Voldemort. It's on J.K. Rowling and Emma Watson, two names forever linked, but now caught up in a very public, very human conflict. So here's what happened. Recently, Emma Watson sat down for a podcast interview, and her tone surprised quite a few people. For years, she had been critical of Rowling, especially when it came to the heated and polarizing conversations around transgender rights. But this time, Emma took a step back. She said she no longer wanted to weaponize the conversation, that she didn't want to fuel a toxic debate anymore. And here's the key part. She admitted that despite their differences, she still feels she can love Rowling. On the surface, that sounds like a truce, a moment of peace in what has been a very public clash. But Rowling didn't let it pass quietly. Writing on social media, she responded directly to Emma's words. Rowling opened up about their changing relationship, but she also dropped something new, a revelation that Emma once privately sent her a handwritten apology. According to Rowling, this was during what she calls the darkest and most frightening time of her life, when she was receiving death threats and living under intense security. Now, Rowling didn't dismiss Emma's note outright, but she made it clear that she found the gesture deeply frustrating. She described how Emma, at the 2022 BAFTA Awards, took the stage and declared she was there for all witches. Fans saw it as a strong nod of support for transgender rights and a subtle but obvious jab at Rowling herself. Immediately afterward, Emma sent that note, "I'm so sorry for what you're going through." Rowling's response? That it felt hollow. She wrote that Emma had just poured petrol on the flames in public, and then thought a single line of sympathy would smooth things over. And Rowling didn't stop there. She went further, directly addressing Emma's views. She argued that Emma, having lived her whole life cushioned by wealth and fame, doesn't really understand the dangers and complexities of the real world, particularly the risks Rowling says she faces when discussing gender identity. Rowling contrasted Emma's privileged background with her own struggles, reminding readers that she wrote Harry Potter while living in poverty, long before the fame and fortune came her way. At one point, Rowling even suggested Emma's recent declaration of love and respect might not be genuine at all. Instead, she believes Emma may have noticed that outright condemning Rowling isn't as popular as it once was, and so she softened her public tone. That, Rowling argued, is why she finally decided to speak openly. Her closing words were sharp. Emma has every right to disagree with her and to share those disagreements in public. But Rowling has that same right. And after years of holding back, she's exercising it. Meanwhile, on Emma's side, she's been reflecting on her own life. In a separate interview, she talked about why she stepped away from acting in recent years. She admitted she doesn't miss promoting films at all, describing the process of selling things as soul-destroying. For someone who spent her childhood under the spotlight, it was a rare moment of honesty about just how exhausting the industry can be. So here we are, one of the most successful book franchises of all time, still sparking headlines nearly 3 decades later. But this time, it's not about spells or houses at Hogwarts. It's about two women, one who created the world and one who helped bring it to life on screen, navigating a fractured relationship, conflicting beliefs, and the weight of global attention. And for fans, it's complicated because we grew up with Harry, Hermione, and the rest of the wizarding world. But behind the curtain, the real-life story is far less magical and far more human. Would you like me to add some